Ladies, your money blocks is hurting your business. It's hurting your income, your sales production, your personal growth. So let's deal with these blocks and remove them out of your way so you could get to the bank sooner. In this episode, we are going to cover what are money blocks and 3 different ways in how you can remove them and deal with them. What are money blocks? They are your mindset, how you think and feel, and just overall, what is your perception of money? So for example, one of the money blocks that you could be dealing with is having this thought. Let's say that you have a client and you're attempting to enroll them in getting them one of your products or services, but what creeps into your mind as you're talking about the money and exchanging the money, you're starting to have doubt because what you're hearing yourself say is, wow, well, Aline, how can you ask this potential client to purchase from you when you yourself don't even have that kind of money? You can't even afford this item. So why are you expecting this person to purchase when you wouldn't even be able to, even if you wanted to? Now that's a money block, and that's a huge one. It's actually very detrimental. Another one is you might not even want to or think to yourself that you would pay that kind of money for the product or service that you're selling. It might be too high of a cost for you. So in your mind, when it comes to, again, to asking your potential clients to exchange money in order to purchase your product or service, what creeps up in your mind and start giving you some doubts and insecurity is that you're telling yourself, well, Aline, if you're not willing to pay and fork out the money for this product or service, how can you expect other people to do the same? Here's the thing. What people choose to do with their own money has nothing to do with you. We all have sets of different values. They're just like our fingerprint, right? Our thumb. No, none of them are the same. So the way we value money and what we perceive is valuable or not, as far as an exchange with our monetary value, is completely different with everybody. So you need to put aside your own perception and your own values of money and make way for your potential client to make their own decision. So basically you're moving out of their way and letting them purchase if that's what they want to do. Money and mindset are, they're like a silent ninja, right? That comes out right when you're about to talk about money. So it's important to address them before you get to that point. I recommend that you get a notepad or pen, paper, whatever it may be for you to scratch in some notes and really be honest with yourself. Obviously, you don't have to show this to anyone, but go through what money means to you and what your ideal financial situation is and what you would like it to be. And be honest with yourself and write these thoughts down. And this is really important because you need to be, one, honest with yourself so that you can see what those money blocks are. Part of removing them is to acknowledge them. It's kind of like you're shedding light on it. And once you do that, it's already minimizes because you think to yourself, oh, well, that's not true. And oh, this thought is not true. So you're addressing them ahead instead of waiting for them to pop up right during your sales presentation. Here are 3 ways that you could deal with them, and they're really simple ways, but they are super powerful, so make sure to do them. The first way is to write a gratitude list. Okay, it's going to sound like I'm asking you to do a lot, but trust me, if I could do it over and over and over, then so can you. They're really simple exercises. So number 1 is write a gratitude list. Get a sheet of paper again, pen, paper, whatever works for you. I actually like to use a pen or a paper and a piece of paper. I know it sounds kind of archaic instead of typing it down because there's just something about using your energy and movement with your hands. So I would write number 1 through 100. Yes, I said it, 1 through 100. And you might think to yourself, Aline, I can't come up with that many things on my list. Just go with it, go with the flow. Worst case scenario, start with 50, but I know that you could come up with 100. So what your gratitude list will look like, you're gonna write down everything that you're grateful for today. And there's so many things. For example, you can hear me, you can see me, you have access to the internet or some kind of camera where you can watch this video right now. Those are 3 things to be grateful for right now. And maybe you have eaten today. You can breathe, right? That's 5 things already. I don't want to give it away. This is your gratitude list. So write 1 to 100 things that you are grateful for today, at this moment. And then once you're done with that list, go back and go through each one and write a dollar value next to it. What it would mean if you were to translate that item or that experience or that person into a dollar value. Once you're done with that, so for example, let me go back a bit. What would that value cost you? Or what would you pay to be able to see? In colors on top of that, because not everyone can see in colors, by the way. Some people are colorblind. So if you're able to see in color, so what dollar amount is that to you? If you're able to hear, what is that worth to you? If you're able to watch a YouTube channel right now, what is that worth to you? Because YouTube right now is free, which is incredible. That's an incredible resource, right? So write all a dollar value next to your gratitude list, and at the end, total that up. Here's what that's going to do for you. When you are in a space where you don't feel that you have the income or the financial, you look at your bank account and go, gosh, I really wish I had an extra $50,000 in there or $100,000, whatever it may be. When you feel that you're missing something, even energetically, you will feel that as well. And guess what? So will your PCs. And what's going to happen is that you're going to be challenged with attracting other people that have the same vibration as you, which is also missing some kind of piece in their energy field when it comes to monetary wealth. And those type of people, those type of clients are not really, they're going to be more of a challenge for you to get them to enroll them into buying your product, because they may not be able to afford it. So you want qualified clients that are capable and are able to and are in the position to buy your product or service, right? So in that way, you need to match their energy, you need to match their frequency, their vibration. It's like, think of a radio station, right? You need to tune in where they're at. The gratitude list is going to shift your perspective. It's going to shift your energy, and it's going to make you feel fulfilled. So you're not going to feel this emptiness, even though your bank account is not going to reflect it at this moment. Because here's the thing, money, in fact, everything is energy, and so are we. And so the cool thing about that, and the fun thing about that, is we can add energy to where we feel we're missing. When about, I would say 10, 12, 13 years ago, I forget, let's lose track, I was going through a divorce, and I literally had less than $50 in my bank account. And I was a single mom and had to find a place to live in Honolulu, Hawaii. Can you imagine how expensive that living in Honolulu, Hawaii is? Yes, paradise comes with a cost. But I was determined. And so I had to use the method that I'm sharing with you right now, and I still do, by the way, because I'm always going to the next level. But at that time, I really leaned on it because I was asking people to buy things or a vacation ownership that cost $20,000 to $150,000, which I definitely could not afford. So going back to the step one is complete your gratitude list, write the dollar amount, and total it up. And watch what happens. Watch what happens with your energy field. And the second part is to acknowledge and to be aware of your money blocks. What are they? Write them down. Write down what your money blocks are. What do they look like? What do they feel like? Truly be honest with yourself, and you'll be amazed what's going to happen, because once you shed light on those items and how you feel about money and where you're at and money blocks, then you'll be able to spot them out fast and you'll be able to dissipate them. And step number 3 is to tell yourself and acknowledge that you are on your way. So it may show up as a declaration, or also known as affirmation. I would recommend to get 3x5 cards. If you don't have 3x5 cards, no problem. Just get a sheet of paper, cut it up to about 3x5, and then with a nice big Sharpie, write down, I am wealthy, or I'm grateful for the extra $10,000 I received. Write down whatever dollar amount and post this all over your house, especially in your bedroom, your bathroom, wherever you frequent the most. It might be near your office and your computer, but also do, in some ways, keep that private. So I wouldn't technically bring a 3x5 cards in if my office was open to all my other coworkers, because again, you're dealing with energy here, and your energy, in some ways, you have to create some boundaries, right? So for me, I put my 3x5 cards all over the house, but when I have guests that come over or when I have a party, I actually take them down. Why? Because I just don't need other people's energy behind it. I just wanted to focus on my energy. So that's the boundary that I draw. So those are 3 ways that you're going to deal with money blocks. And they're simple, but the key thing is to do them consistently. So you could do these 3 items now, and it's important that you revisit, and it's like exercise, that you go back to it every single day. So you could read your list, right? Your 100 gratitude list on a daily basis. You can review what your money blocks are, and it'll be interesting for you because maybe your money blocks right now may seem this huge or this big, but over time, as you keep acknowledging them, they become smaller and smaller and smaller because they become less invasive, because they're not a surprise anymore. And number 3, I would highly recommend for you to post those 3x5 cards and look at them every single day and affirm it, declare it. I like declaration because it's a part of you already. You're not pressing and affirming something, you're declaring. I am grateful that I've earned an extra 10,000, 5,000, 1,000, 100, whatever it may be. I am grateful that I'm wealthy. And you're repeating that over and over into your subconscious. It's going to be amazing, because what you're doing is you're building yourself up to that frequency so that you can meet those potential clients that are at the same level as you, because they also feel the same way as you do, where they feel fulfilled, financially stable, financially wealthy, where they're coming from a place of abundance just like you are. If you like this video, make sure to make some comments below, write down your thoughts, or even DM me on Instagram at the Aline Bender. But most importantly, make sure to subscribe to my channel so that you could be one of the first to see my videos whenever I upload them once a week, every single Monday. Thank you very much. Mahalo for joining me, and I appreciate you. I appreciate your growth that you're doing and that you're investing in, and I will see you next week.